But I want to talk about football games because last night it was a crazy game at Old Trafford. I was watching the Spurs game against Frankfurt, which was actually a really mature performance from Spurs and Ange, I thought. They went over there, got the job done, difficult at times, dug in. Game management was really good. Then I turned over to see that Man United was
more interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah. But by the end of it, I'm like, thank God we're through. And I was like, oh, Man United. Yeah. Okay, it's going to extra time. Extra time's all of a sudden. They're 2 goals down. I'm like,
what's going on here?
I know. Couldn't believe it. Lacazette's popped up. He's scoring goals. I'm like,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden.
How good is that Cherky, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
What a player. Techers. Absolute techers.
Very techers. But then, it was like a fairy tale.
Yeah, it was mad. What was going on in that game? Like, it's like you win, no, I'll win. You win, I'll win.
Do you know what? Hugh Wozencroft was doing the game last night, and he was absolutely spot on when he said, "We've just witnessed playground football."
Yeah,
you know when you're playing at school.
I said it was a 5-0.
Yeah.
5-a-side that was like didn't make no sense. On a 5-a-side on an 11-a-side pitch at Old Trafford. That's why it's called the Theatre of Dreams. Yeah, because it wasn't real.
But you know what? And then a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's what they do, Manchester United." But you know, in fairness, they got themselves into a terrible situation. It's like, but you know, the elation was so big that they got through. It was like they should never have been in that position to 10-man Lyon. But it happened. The limbs were crazy. Let's go over to Michael, who's a Man United fan. Good evening, Michael.
How are you?
Yeah, very. It's good to speak to you on a Friday, Michael.
I know. It's weird, isn't it? I mean, he must have heard me when I said I want performance at the team. Where's this 5% crap? And I said it, and look what happened.
Listen, that was incredible. I was watching it with my son Leo last night, and we were celebrating the goals as they went in, even just as neutrals.
I was swearing at TV when we were 2 down in extra. I thought, what the hell are you not doing? You know, I was like, I'm ready to kick the TV.
I'm surprised you didn't turn it off, Michael.
I'll tell you what, if we had lost that game, it would have been, instead of you saying fear to a dream, been a fear to a nightmare.
Yeah, it would have been. But, wow, it was like a fairy tale, though, to see the 3 sort of lead characters in that fairy tale. Bruno Fernandes.
I went to a fairy tale one. And bad enough watching one, I actually went to one. Back when I was younger, I went to Barcelona.
Oh, yeah.
To see Man United do something was quite incredible. Then they did the treble.
Yep.
My dad said to me, "We're going. They're not going to score." I said, "Ferguson's there. We will find a way of getting 2 or at least a couple of goals taken into extra time on penalties, whatever." And obviously, we won the game, and obviously that was good.
Well, and do you know what? Do you know what's strange? As you said, that was good, but that was in a period of time where Manchester United won things. Last night was the limbs and like the emotion to win that game, almost like. As good as that treble winning moment, because it was like unexpected. You know, the comeback was real, and even for someone like Harry Maguire to score that goal at the end, everything he's been for at Manchester United, it was like written in the stars for him.
Well, I've called him out many times, thinking, "What have we got him for?" You know, it's like a waste of money for 80 million quid. You know, but I'm looking at yesterday, I'm thinking, "But we've all seen it. So why have what? Where's it gone all season?" Because in Europa League, we've been brilliant. We haven't lost the game. Now, if you look at it like that, you go, hang on a minute. If we haven't lost the game there, then how the hell where we are now in the Premier League?
Yeah.
It's totally different. It's a totally different Man United, the European, for some reason.
Yeah. Did it make you feel alive again? Did it make you feel, oh my God, the unity was there again?
Like
the excitement.
It felt like more like the players will let him down, will let themselves down in other Premier League games coming up. But last night I felt, well, they can do it. They can pull it off. They can do something. Amorim got it right for a change, and he was happy for a change.
Yeah, it was special. Do you know what? Listen, Mike, as a Spurs fan, and obviously us getting through last night, I can see a Man United Spurs final on the horizon, right? If we can both do our bits and do our jobs. But that scares me, because that result almost looks like this is written in the stars for Man United, and I don't like that as an omen. It doesn't bode well for Spurs. But the only thing I'd say is Spurs have beat Man United 3 times this season. You go into that game quite confident. But this is type of game. It's a different type of game, and Manchester United's DNA suggests that they have got the mentality to go and win it. If you win that, Michael, that'll be 3 major trophies in 3 years of where we've been on that Sunday show, me, yourself and Pards, talking that it's the worst ever Man United sides in history.
Well, you know what? What gets me? This is a big thing. This will be Ten Hag going, I bought the right players into win trophies.
He will say that somewhere. He will say that somewhere in some interview, that's for sure.
Oh, you can imagine it. It'd be crazy. But here's the thing, though. Why is it always the time, right? United turned up yesterday. Spurs turned up yesterday. What's going to happen on Sunday?
Cool.
We'll have the same show. Well, actually, luckily for me, Spurs don't play till Monday. But it will be literally Man United and Spurs losing in the Premier League. But, Michael, will you take losing in the Premier League every game to the end of the season if you win the Europa?
Oh, I think that we're going to have to, because then we've got to look at
silverware, man.
Silverware and a Champions League space.
Well, not just that, you've got to look at the financials as well.
Yeah,
I mean, we're going to be kicking players out, but here's the problem. The kitty is not great, so winning the European will give us more money in the kitty.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's the way you've got to look at it now. I mean, it's going to be tough because they're going to be a good side. We can't play like that against Atletico Bilbao. You know, they got some proper players.
Yeah. It's a great
point. William scored last night as well. He's looking tasty as
really
well.
Is.
Creative.
Great call. Thank you, Michael. Make sure you give us a shout on Sunday on the final word with me and Pards. Don't forget, if you want to give us a call, 03717 223344. The phone lines are now open. We want to talk to you about some of the craziest football games that you've seen. I'm going to talk to Carlton Cole about the craziest game that he's been involved in a moment's time. It's Majestic, it's Carlton Cole, it's the Sports Bar Weekender here on talkSPORT.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.